guys.
Hi.
So today we have to stay out of the house for a while, huh?
Why?
Because somebody's coming to look at the house and we can't be in it. So let's find something to do, shall we?
Okay.
But first,
We're gonna go get Mia. We're waiting for her, actually.
yes. Today is a super crazy windy day. I have no idea why the wind is blowing as hard as it is or why it's even necessary for the wind to blow this hard. But on really crazy windy days, we love to sit and watch the clouds go by. So care to join us? I see your Mia. Are you ready to go get her?
Yep.
Okay, be careful in that wind. Don't blow away.
Okay.
See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya.
Why?
Because you have to go on the wind.
Listen, guy up, Mia.
Did you guys get blown away?
Yes, Mia said most.
So, how was today?
Good.
You feel the car blowing around?
Nope.
Hold on, you will. So, what'd you do at school today? Now you feel the car shaking. What'd you do at school today?
I almost got blew away.
Hmm.
I got a new teacher.
Ooh, did you have a substitute today?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yep.
So you're gonna have a substitute every day for the rest of the year or just today?
Just today.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah, anybody else? Different color peeled bananas.
Ooh.
Different color peeled like bananas. What? Like brownish.
Interesting. Were they good?
Yeah.
You feel that shaking around?
Yeah.
That's the wind.
That's the wind.
So, let's go get some stuff done. Okay.
What?
Hey! I took some cookies.
Yeah.
Good job, Nano. Nano made the cookies.
Really?
Yep. Almost entirely by himself.
They look kind of
You
cool.
some cookies? Look!
I take the cookies.
They take some cookies!
Can I have one?
You guys want the rest?
Yeah.
Alright, have one.
I want one. Not as soft as mom's. I want this one.
One left for Mom.
Really hard.
So, Jordan, I told you today that I was too busy straightening up and cleaning up the house to make cookies, but you still wanted cookies left.
Make some for.
You still wanted cookies left for the people that were coming to look at our house. So, what did I say to you?
You said, okay, but you'll have to make the cookies.
Yep, I said I don't have time, but if you want to make the cookies, you go right ahead. So, how did it go?
Oh, well, it didn't go exactly as planned.
What'd you do?
So I got what it said. It said I needed 1 tablespoon of water and a 1/4 cup of butter. So I did that. And then it said mix the cookie mix. And I said, okay, I'm mixing the butter with the water. And I'm like, Mom, how is this supposed to make cookie dough? Just keep going.
And I'm busy, so I say from the other room, just keep stirring it. Pretty soon it'll start looking like cookie dough because I'm thinking it's mostly powder, and he's like confused because it's not looking like cookie dough. Oh, just keep mixing it. It'll look like cookie dough.
And I'm mixing it, and I'm like, Mom, I don't know how this is gonna turn into cookie dough. Just keep mixing it. And she goes over, and all I have is the butter and the water. I didn't put the cookie mix in.
Somehow Jordan thought butter and water mixed together at the right frequency was gonna make
That's not
cookie
what
dough.
I thought.
You just had to stir faster,
No.
stir longer,
I thought.
stir harder. Because you weren't adding any more ingredients. I'm just
thought
wondering,
that
how
packet-
long did you think you needed to stir for it to turn into
I know. I
cookie
was
dough?
thinking, is it supposed to?
I wish I hadn't been too busy to actually show you guys what was going on, but I was so busy running around trying to get everything done that I just couldn't stop and vlog what he was doing. But I was cracking up. I was like, Jordan, how are you gonna make cookies out of butter and water? Those are some like miraculous cookies there, dude. So he figured out his mistake, and then what happened?
Then before I put the ingredients in, I turned on the oven to 375, like it said. And Mom's like, where's the cookie pan? I'm like, I think it's down there under the oven. She's like, no, it's inside the oven. And I'm like, okay.
So then he had a 375-degree cookie sheet he was supposed to be using because it was in the oven because he didn't take it out.
And Mom told me the story that one day,
Okay, so before he says that, the reason that I left the pan in the oven, when I knew it was in there when he was turning on the oven, the reason that I left it there and I didn't say, hey, get that out of the oven, is because he needed to learn a lesson. And I thought his way of learning the lesson was faster than the way that I learned that same lesson. How about you tell him the story?
Okay, so Mom was going to heat up her food in the oven.
No, I was cooking dinner for the family.
She was cooking dinner for the family.
When she was 17.
Yes.
And
I might have been 16. I don't even think I was 17. I think I was about, honestly, we had just gotten that new house. I had to be 15. I wasn't even 16.
So Mom thought that the oven was used a lot, but it happened to only be the stove and the microwave. So she opens the oven, and the paper and plastic inside of it, the instructions were on fire.
Yeah, you know how sometimes you get a new oven and it comes with like roaster pan, and inside the pan there's like the roasting rack and some instructions, and they're all taped together and it's covered in plastic? That was still in the oven, and I had turned on the oven and it was on fire.
Yeah,
I opened the oven to put the food in and the oven is on fire, and I went,
she's like,
oh, that's not good. Close the oven.
And then she went over to Grandpa and said, Dad, you might want to come up. Hold on.
Hey, Dad, could you come upstairs for a minute? He was working on something in the bathroom, and he said, give me a minute. Let me finish this. And I said, no, I kind of need you now. And he's like, I said, give me a minute. And I said, Dad, now. And then he knew, oh, something's wrong. Okay, so he dropped what he was doing, and he came to help me. And I said, Dad, there's a fire in the oven. So I learned my lesson to always, always, always check the oven before you turn it on. And now Jordan knows the same thing without almost burning the house down. So you're welcome.
But now I know the lesson.
And now Malia knows the lesson because she's learned it from my experience and Jordan's experience. So now everybody is well versed on the check the oven before you turn it on.
Yeah.
And on a side note, we all know that we have to put some sort of flour in with butter and water if we want to make cookies. Because butter and water, not that great at cookies.
Good lesson.
Although, I am curious if I hadn't come in.
Cookies.
If I hadn't come into the kitchen to find out why he was still stirring that after so long, to see that he really only had butter and water in that bowl, I wonder how long he would have baked that.
So how much time really he spent?
Literally, he was stirring that water and butter for a good 10 minutes at least. It might have been 15. Might have been 15 minutes that he was just going to town on that butter and water. So, I mean, it was a good lesson. And in a side note, he did actually get really well moisturized hands because he was covered in butter. Because the other lesson he learned was, what do you use when you're going to cook things? Do you use baby utensils at all? Maybe little tiny ones made out of plastic? Or do you actually use... He had a bowl with butter and water, and he was mixing it with a baby spoon. True story.
To be precise, it was a baby spork.
No, it was the spoon. You had the spoon.
Oh, I wish you would have had that in
I wish I hadn't been so busy, but I was running like a chicken with no head, trying to get things ready, and he was trying to be a sweetheart and make some cookies, and that was a bundle of lessons right there.
Yes. I was a good cookie.
And
make it real.
And he made them real. We finally figured out how to make them into real cookies, and the best part was,
I love them. Some people took them.
yeah, whoever came to look at our house took some cookies. So good job.
And I
be a
wrote
good
a
sport.
note that said, "Happy house hunting. Help yourself."
That's right. It was a good note. It was good cookies,
And it had
there was a
5
bunch of good
smiley
lessons. So
faces. It had 5 smiley faces.
a rainbow of smiley faces. Yep. Anyway, that was a fun learning experience for Jordan. I really wish that instead of telling you guys the story, I could have showed you what he did because it was really, really ridiculous and it was funny. So there was actually more than just the learning experience for Jordan. The thing is, I have had quite a hard time myself trying not to be so naggy, overprotective,
A control freak.
yeah, all controlling. That's the one that I have to be in control of the situation. So I really thought these steps and this recipe has got to be the easiest thing he could possibly do in the kitchen by himself. I'm not even gonna watch him do it. I'm gonna go about what I'm doing and I'm gonna let him do it because I trust him that he's not gonna burn himself with the oven. I trust him that he's going to be able to put 1 tablespoon of water and 1/4 of a cup of butter and mix it together. I just now know that it's okay for me to check in on him, and it's not controlling to say, did you remember to add the package of cookie mix into the bowl? Are you mixing with an appropriate spoon? Did you put the pan where it should be before you start so that you know you have what you need? See, I'm not controlling. I just need...
You're reminding.
Yes. I'm just being helpful. So I don't feel so bad now. You need the help and I need the control, so. Good job making the cookies, though.
Yeah.
I'm really proud of you for
They were
wanting to do
delicious.
that, for wanting to put cookies out for somebody that you don't even know, you will never know, you will probably never meet, and for doing it all by yourself, even though you made a couple of critical
Yeah, good
errors
job.
along the way. Good job.
But look
Way
at this.
to be a nice boy. So, Nano made cookies, we showed the house again, and we got some learned lessons out of the day. Like, just to recap, what were your lessons?
Put cookie dough in cookies.
If you're gonna make cookies, you have to use
Cookie mix. Wait,
Uh-huh.
check what's in the oven.
check to make sure the oven is empty when you turn it on.
And don't use a baby spoon.
Don't use a baby spoon to mix it with. Yeah.
And I have a big announcement for
What?
you guys. I had a different teacher today,
Oh.
but not like for the whole year.
You just had a substitute for today?
Because my teacher was
Sick or something today?
on vacation or something.
Do you know where your teacher went today?
Conference.
Went to a conference? Oh. Mia, your hair is really, really tall.
Yes, yes it is. Wait, it's staticky.
It is staticky too, because you rub your head on the couch. Show everybody. Show everybody rubbing your head on the couch. What happens?
Her kids really want that toy.
That's the coolest hair sticker upper ever. It doesn't work for you, Jordan. You don't have enough hair. But Jackson, woo, that works. You guys are silly.
And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to make the channel subscribe, share it with your friends. And now, good night, YouTube. See you tomorrow. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Poof! Here Jordan makes cookies.